Have you ever felt afraid? Have you ever felt alone? Have you ever gotten in trouble just for doing the right thing? Today, you will meet a man who has been through all of this and more. A man who was thrown into a dark pit, surrounded by hungry lions, and left without a single scratch. How is this possible? You will have to watch until the end to find out. But before we start this amazing story, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel, Bible for Children. Enjoy this video and share it with your friends, so more children can learn about the Word of God and hear amazing stories like this one you are about to see. Combined. This story begins in a place called Babylon. It was a huge city full of palaces, gardens, gold, and shiny statues. But even though it looked beautiful on the outside, on the inside, it was full of evil. People worshipped fake gods, did bad things, and thought they were more important than God. But in the middle of all that darkness, there was one man who was different. His name was Daniel. He didn't follow the bad ways of the people around him. He prayed to the one true God every single day. Not once, not twice, but 3 times a day. And he never stopped being faithful, even when almost no one else obeyed God. Daniel was very wise and did everything with excellence. That's why King Darius trusted him a lot. In fact, the king liked Daniel so much, he planned to make him the most important person in the whole kingdom right under the king. But not everyone was happy about that. Some men who also worked in the palace were very jealous. They knew Daniel was honest and good, and most of all, they knew he was faithful to his God. So they thought the only way to trap Daniel is to make a law against his faith. They went to the king with a wicked idea. "Oh, King Darius, you are so great! Why not make a new law? For the next 30 days, no one can pray to any god or person, only to you. That way, everyone will know how powerful you are." The king, not realizing the trap, liked the idea and signed the new law. Now it was official. Anyone who prayed to another god would be thrown into the lion's den. Daniel heard about the new law. He knew it was dangerous to keep praying, but he didn't stop. He went to his house, opened the window, knelt down, and prayed to his God, just like he always did. And guess what? The jealous men were watching. They ran to the king and shouted, "Daniel broke your law! He prayed to his God!" The king was heartbroken. He liked Daniel and tried everything to save him. But the law couldn't be changed. At the end of the day, the king had no choice. He gave the order. Daniel was taken to a deep, dark pit, full of hungry lions. But before Daniel was thrown in, the king came close and said with hope, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." Then Daniel was dropped into the pit. A stone was rolled over the entrance, and darkness took over. Up above, the king returned to the palace. But he couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep, he didn't want music. His heart was heavy. He was afraid he had lost his friend. Meanwhile, down in the pit, Daniel was surrounded by scary roars. Hungry lions stared at him. But Daniel didn't scream. He didn't run. He did what he always did. He prayed. And God heard him. That very night, God sent an angel from heaven. The angel came down into the pit and with power shut the mouths of the lions. They calmed down and laid on the ground like peaceful kittens. The pit became silent. No roars, no bites, not even a scratch. Early the next morning, King Darius ran to the pit and shouted with a trembling voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, did your God save you from the lions?" And then a voice came from inside the pit, a voice that was alive, calm, and full of peace. "Yes, O king, my God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They did not hurt me because I was found innocent before God and before you." The king was so happy he almost cried. He ordered the guards to pull Daniel out of the pit right away. And when they did, not a single scratch was found on him. Nothing. God had protected his faithful servant. Right then and there, the king made a new order for everyone in his kingdom. Everyone must fear and respect the God of Daniel. He is the living God. He rescues, he performs miracles, and he saves. He delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. And from that day on, Daniel continued serving God with joy and faithfulness. Even though he lived in a place full of evil, he chose to obey. And because of that, God honored him. Kids, listen carefully. You can be like Daniel too. Even if no one around you prays or obeys God, you can choose to do what is right. God sees everything and protects those who love him. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to trust God. He still listens to prayers. He still sends angels. He still shuts the mouths of lions. But for that to happen, you need to obey. Always, even when it's hard. So never stop praying and reading the Bible every day. That's how you grow strong, brave, and full of faith, just like Daniel. And before we go, don't forget, subscribe to our channel, Bible for Little Kids. Give this video a like and share it with your friends who need to know about this powerful and loving God. See you in the next story. And remember, obeying God is the best choice you can ever make.